In a recent blog, I had included a video that showed the stitch out of snowflakes and loops, a pattern I had drafted in Art and Stitch. Art and Stitch is a digitizing software for long-arm quilters and machine embroiderers. I received an inquiry asking how I'd actually drafted the pattern, so I decided to do another video demonstrating that in Art and Stitch. Start by opening the Meander Anything pattern from the library. The library is the button with the star on the left, and so once I click on that, I have access to a number of folders. Go to Panto E2E and scroll down until you find the Meander Anything and click on that with your mouse, and that's now on the screen. And so this pattern actually provides all the loops, so all I need to do is add the snowflakes. Start by drafting a snowflake on one of the red circles on your left. Use the line tool and start with one of the V points at the bottom of the circle and click on that, and then click on the center of the circle, and then just click on a number of outside points on the circle, so that will make the outside edge of the snowflakes fairly symmetrical, and then click on the lower right of the V. I now want to snap all of the center points of my snowflake together, and so I will actually right click on the ruler with my mouse and check the snap to anchors. My other alternative would have been to hit the S key with my keyboard, and that's actually the shortcut key that turns on snap to anchor. And you can see that snap to anchor is on because you can now see that all of the points are highlighted in a darker blue. Okay, now let's click on the reshape key, and let's click on that snowflake, which is highlighted, and we're going to actually zoom in on the center of that snowflake. And to do that, I'm going to actually hit the Z key with my on my keypad, and that creates a magnifying glass, and I'm going to magnify the center, and you can see none of my points are lining up, but if I've got my reshape tool on, I can basically move these points, and when you get them close to another one, they will actually snap on top of each other. Okay. And I think they're all snapped. I will now recolor my snowflake so it's something other than red or blue. The color is already being used in the pattern. So hit the select key, hit the snowflake, and then I'm going to just use green, and so you can see that my snowflake is now green. And now I want to actually use the power copy function, and so I'm going to actually hit the space bar on my computer, which will bring me back to a full screen, and then right click with my mouse and pick the power copy EE. And when you do that, it will actually start the copy at one point of your pattern and finish at the other. And so we know that we want to start from one V and go to the other. And I'll do another one here. Start from one end and go to the other. And let's do a third. Okay, I actually just finished copying the rest of them outside of the recorder, but we'll keep going from here. So now that we've got all of the snowflakes copied over, we want to actually now get rid of all of the red circles. So if you go to Sequence View on the right and pick that Quilting 107 Dark Fuchsia button, and then just hit the Delete key, you'll notice that all of the red circles have disappeared. I'm also going to get rid of that first snowflake pattern, and I'm going to hit delete on that. So now we have a bunch of snowflakes and loops that we need to connect. The next step is to make sure that all of the sections are combined. And so I'm going to start by turning snap to anchors on, and I actually have that on there. and I'm going to hit the reshape tool and actually hit the first set of the loops, and I will zoom in on the section where the loops and that first snowflake come together, and I'm going to actually move that to the snap to one of the pieces of the snowflake, and then I'm going to take that snowflake and snap it to the next set of loops. Now I can take one of those points and move that over so it snaps together, and I'll zoom out and you can see we've got a set of loops and snowflakes added together. Let's actually do the same with the next set there, and again zoom in with the reshape tool, click on that, click, and then click on the snowflake, and then with the T button on your keyboard highlighted, tie those together, and then with the T tie those next to, and you can see they're all highlighted now in pink, and then I'm going to move one of those sections over so that they snap together. And you can see now that we've got actually two of those snowflake sections combined. Continue doing this through the entire path of your pattern, and actually I just finished this outside of the recording, but once you are done you can now select the entire segment and add stitches, and your pattern is complete. I hope you enjoyed this art and stitch demonstration of Meander Anything. If you are interested in being informed on other quilting tips and techniques, please sign up for my newsletter at www.onpointquilter.com. Thanks for watching.